I'm going to bring up this picture again from the supposed tragedy that happened in fucking England. And if there were real people that got hurt, and I'm not a Dave J fan saying nobody got hurt, because we know that they did. The bottom line is I apologize to anybody that knows anybody that's affiliated with this. However, like I said, these things are done on purpose, for a purpose. The 96, those are the two pillars. You notice the female is the larger of the two. She's the blue. Okay, she's the 9. Here's the 6, the boy that's smaller. It's the other pillar that ain't working. Okay, hang on. Let's go back and look. 1 second. Here's old Noah Posner with the dead tree. See it? See the red on either side? It's because it's the dead pillar. See the star on this pillar? That's the one that's working. It's got the hole, the porthole. It doesn't matter if it's a real porthole or not. It's what it represents. Let me go back to the other picture. Okay, so basically what you have here is you got 2 pillars. When I say pillars, you got 2 poles. Okay, they're opposed from each other. All right, but they're standing on end. You could put them one on. You could stand this girl on top of his shoulders, and it would be like the axis that runs through the center of the earth. Okay, one is stronger than the other one. Okay, but for some reason, whatever this reality is, these things are not balanced. Okay, so the original story, we're never going to know that. So what they've done is they've broken it down into names and mythology and given things like Saturn, which is power, a name like a bad guy. And I'm sure that there is such a thing as that persona. But I'm saying on our level, we have to understand it like little kids. So these things are not balanced, which means everything here is out of fucking whack. But there's people that are keeping it out of whack because they like it like that, because they get to live in a paradise where everybody else is the fucking cattle and they get whatever they want. Okay? These little kids have no fucking idea why one was put in a 9 and one is in a 6. When they say, remember the 96, let me see if I can bring. When they say shit like this, justice for the 96, they're saying just us for the 96. The 2 pillars. You see the 9 and the 6? They're working opposite of each other and spinning. Okay? Remember the picture? Well, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Remember the picture of it said, just remember it's a game, and it had like a demon in the center. It had the 6 and the 9, the cancer awareness on the cartoon. When they say remember the 96, that's like saying cancer awareness. Remember the 96, which is the fallen. Okay, in the terms of the story form, it's the fallen angels or whatever. Sure, they're around, but it also remembers the vortex. Remember the vortex. It's here. Don't forget cancer awareness. Okay, so if we look again here, the red one is a 9 and a 6. It's spinning one way, and yet it's spinning the other way. The blue one is working both in the same direction. There's like science and a fucking mythological biblical story going on here all at the same time. Whatever this thing is, it is not working correctly. They fucked it up because by their own admission, they fucked it up because they're the human. And we're nothing but an animal, which makes us non-responsible for any of the things that have gone on here. We don't have souls. Isn't that what you said, you fat bastards? You know, see, in the story, the Pharaoh chased the Jews down when they were exiting Egypt. As the story goes, as they tell it, Moses said, let my people go. And the Pharaoh said, I won't. And so he brought all of these plagues. If you really go read that story carefully, you'll find out that on the way out, it says that Israel raped Egypt, which is interesting because the guy that was in charge of finances for food distribution and the finances of Egypt was a Jew. Maybe they were getting put into bankruptcy by these guys like they've done everywhere else. I'm not anti-Jewish. I'm half myself. Guess what the other half is? German. I would have been one of those guys they killed in the Nazi war camps that they also set up. That's why nobody knew anything about them for 4 years during World War II, that they only made little blurbs about them. You know what a blurb is? It's like a 1 or 2 sentence of something. A blurb about an atrocity where by their own admission they use the words Holocaust, which means a burnt sacrifice or offering. We're using a Jewish word in a really weird, sadistic way, yet we're not telling the Gentiles what it means. We're telling them it's something that a horrible group of people that are doing, which that part's true, but we're calling them Nazis instead of Phoenicians, which is what you guys are, right? Right? You blew the system, you fucked it up, and now you've got it so fucked up, you can't get home either. What's that song? Who sings that song? You can't go home? Isn't that neat? Isn't it fun being stuck here with all us golems? Ha ha, the joke's on you, you stupid fucks. You got it so fucked up, you can't get out of here either. What a Merry Christmas it'll be. How fun to hang around with all the mindless cattle that you fucking have built and swindled and got to do your fucking bidding. Isn't it fun being stuck with the filth that you created? I mean, I don't personally think of my fellow man as such. When I say man, I mean the real men. You know, the ones that are of God. The ones that were created by the Creator, not by you. Who claims it? Who stole the creation? What's that, Lenny? What's that? Is that Santa Claus on the roof? Or is that Nazi stormtroopers? I don't know which one's a bigger lie. Well, we know that the Nazi is the bigger lie because we know that Santa is Saturn and Saturn is Satan, and it's all tied together, right? Because where does he live? He lives at the North Pole. Now you got to get that in there, right? Because Santa is at the North Pole, right? And he's at the North Pole. And what color does he wear? He wears red. Who lives at the South Pole? Never talk about that one. You guys need to update your fucking material. Anyway, this is, just a shout out to all you golems out there. See, guys like McCleary like to say, oh, you're golems and you're stupid. But we have a right to be stupid because we're mindless animals. We're not men. That's what the Jews said. They created us, so we didn't have anything to do with the fall of anything. So why are we being called men if we're not? Why are we having to pay taxes? We're not men. We're not part of that system. We were never made part of that system. We're animals. We're the monkeys. We're the monkeys. You're men. You fucked it up. By your own words in Genesis. By your own admission. You said you created us and we're nothing but a mere shadow of you. And therefore, only you will be able to see God and we will never be able to. So you want all the credit, but you don't want all the blame for all the shit that you fucked up here. Can't have it both ways, buddy. Sorry, doesn't work that way. You know you got a big ass kicking coming, right? From the Old Testament. You know, because you know it's coming to that point. The circles coming around again. Oh no, would somebody think of the children? Well, only our children, right? The circle's coming around again. The old man time is going to kick your ass. Just like it did last time, and the time before that, and the time before that, and the time before that. Won't that be fun?